So we can open our project. Okay, okay, that's not it, Michael. So you can open your project. Yeah, I think mine I already opened. You can open your project so that you can continue from there. And I hope in case for those who have been missing a few sessions, I hope you have been following the videos and the notes. And in case of any question, please let me know so that I can maybe assist you. But in case you miss any session, just follow the recordings plus the notes. Then in case of anything that maybe becomes technical, you can always reach out to me. So today we are going to look at we are going to start from what called introduction to data types in R. We are going to look at what called data types in R. So that is what you are going to focus on, because yesterday we looked at packages, but maybe before we start on data types, it has been a long since the team contributed. Maybe I want to pick George, that's George Omondi. George, can you take us through what you learned with regards to packages?
Thank you, Xavier. I was on transit yesterday, although I've been trying to follow through again. But with my little background in Excel, I would say that R is very dynamic with regards to when you need to do different types of manipulations, the packages come in handy. And for different types of manipulations, the packages are enhanced to support that. Thank you, and back to you.
Okay, thank you. As you have said that what the packages do, they just assist us to enable us perform more, like to have more functionalities. So that's one thing that we learned about packages. Any other thing that we learned about packages apart from the like to assist us in doing the like in terms of having more functionalities? Maybe that's Kaluki Rosbell. What do you remember about packages? What did we learn about packages?
Okay. Hi, Sylvia. Sorry. Could you please repeat?
Okay. I was
Yeah.
saying that yesterday we learned about packages in R, and we
Mm-hmm.
have a few items that we talked with regards to packages. One,
Okay.
as George has said, he has said that packages assist us or us to have more functionalities. Like if you want to do more with us, packages come in handy. And again, we have also some kind of things that we looked about packages. Do you
Yes.
remember?
Yes. So yesterday we looked at various ways to install the packages. So there was install um, the install.packages function, and then we also looked at how to load the packages and how to search whether the packages you've installed are are actually in your machine, and then also how to load the packages.
Okay, thank you for that. We talked about installing the packages and how to load the packages. But there's something we said when installing the packages, what you need to do or to
Mhm.
consider. Maybe Kelvin, that's Kelvin Karani. Can you please assist us?
I don't know whether you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
So I learned that when installing the packages, you need to ensure that you have internet connection, if I'm not wrong. And then you can only install one. So you have to first search whether you've installed your R using the search code before you start installing, because the moment you install a package that has already been installed, it means it has to restart your your R. So yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Kelvin. Caleb, I see your hand is up. Yes, Caleb.
Um, I am not so sure. I'm trying to restart my machine. It's logged in with the phone. I don't know, maybe it put itself up, but I don't have any other than maybe saying hi to guys.
Okay, thank you. Hi to Caleb and welcome. Okay, so I think we can proceed from there, given that most of the team members have already joined. Yes, Dennis.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Dennis.
I have a question.
Yes,
It's in the workspace that we did.
yes.
Yes. I was trying to just go through it on my own,
Mhm.
and the shortcut you provided on how to change work directory.
Yes,
Yes. I just wanted to ask, um, if you copy the location of the file,
yes.
um, is there something you putting before or after? Because I was trying to read about it, it wasn't really picking. It was just showing an error.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you are trying now to do it. You are trying
On
to
my
do
own,
it and using
yes,
the. Okay, let me go back.
the shortcut. Rather than going to, there was a longer way where you go to the session and then you
Mhm.
pick up on something and then you change. But if you want to
Yes,
change it, I think it was
the name of the folder. It was the name of the folder.
yes, yes. So if I copy paste the location just a file from my desktop,
Yes.
but it wasn't going through. It was showing an error. I don't know whether there's something that you add in the name.
If you are using the shortcut, it should not return an error. Maybe are you in a position to share your screen?
No, I'm not in a position to my screen right
Okay, maybe I can just try to demonstrate, because when you are doing it
now.
using the shortcut way, you don't like
Yes,
the ad guides you. For instance, you say you go to session.
yes.
I don't know if you can see my screen.
I can't see, but that
Okay,
one where you go to session, that one I was able to do.
yes.
But
So
there was
the
one
one.
where there was
Mhm.
some function. I can't. I think it was something set
Oh, so that is
work
what you
directly.
need. Okay. So that is what you want to be guided on, the one that had the
Yes,
function.
yes.
Okay, okay. I don't, let me repeat. I think it was this one. Like this one that I used the set working directory.
Yes, yes. That
Line
one.
number, line number
Are you sharing your
19.
screen really? Because I can't see. I can't see your screen.
Oh, let me. What about now? Can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can see your screen.
So I was referring to my line number 19, of course, this one that I have highlighted.
Yes, that one.
So the issue, after knowing the file path, like,
Yes.
is there something you add?
No, I just just set a directory,
Yes.
then the brackets, and
Mm.
I copy pasted it in the bracket, the name of the location of the file.
Yes, yes.
But when I executed that, it was showing an error.
Okay, yeah. Maybe the first thing, okay,
Mhm.
let me go to my desktop. For instance, let me open one folder. Let me say I have this folder in my screen, my desktop, this one called curriculum, right? When I right
Yes.
click, then I go to properties.
Properties.
Then under properties, there's this location, this one.
Yes. Yes.
And then I copy it.
Yes.
Oh, I know where the error is. And I'm sorry for that. Let me explain to you something. Let me copy it here. You see, when you copy it, the first
Mhm.
thing, the error that is here, okay, leave alone the double quotation and so on.
Okay.
Okay, there's the name. You added also the name of the folder, but you are still getting the error, right?
Yes.
Like my folder that I was copying, it is called curriculum underscore 23. Like, I add
Yes.
this backslash, then I call it curriculum underscore. I think that is how it is called 23, but it still gave you an error. So this is a
Yes.
backslash. Yeah, I know why. Sorry. So um, R treats the backwards, a single backward slash. It treats as an escape key. That's why you are getting an error, and I'm sorry I didn't tell you this. So we have two options. Maybe you
Okay.
can put a note here. Let us put a note that R treats a single backslash. It is called backslash. Um, uh, Symbol as an escape key. So if you have such to solve this, you either use double backslash, or single forward slash. That is the solution to that. When I mean double backslash, like if it is one now, you put two. Like here, I put two, sorry, two, two, same to here, two, two. So if you insert two, two, and so on, it will execute. But if you have decided to use one, it must be forward slash. So you will attempt it. I don't know if you still have your laptop there so that you can attempt and give me a response. Do you have access to it?
No, hello. I don't have my laptop,
Yes.
but I'll attempt and get back to you. Maybe even on WhatsApp whether it will work. I'll attempt it. I don't have my laptop right now.
Yeah, no worries. But that was the main issue why you are getting an error.
Okay.
Okay. Any other question maybe before we start looking at data types? So we can open a new script window. We go to File, then on File, we go to New File, then Add Script. Then once you open as we say, you have to save it. Go to File, Save As, Data Types. So maybe just to give um, a quick overview is that as you'll be progressing with the manipulation of data and so on, you will find out that the data that you are dealing with has various, it is categorized into various types, and therefore it is very important to know which functions are you going to use to tackle various kinds of data. And that's why it is very important at this stage you understand some of the most common types of data. The first one under this category is what's called numeric data. The second one under this category is what you call character data. And then the third one is logical data. The fourth one, uh, okay, we do have what's called complex data as well. But the most common is numeric, character, and logical data. Those are the most common types of data. So maybe we can start now and look at what numeric data. The first one. So when we are talking about numeric data, I think this term is more technical, mathematical. Uh, they are called real numbers. Like um, numerical are called real numbers, like they are made up of what called real numbers. And in mathematics, real numbers can be negative, decimals. In programming languages, we do have what called floats and so on. But it can be, for instance, negative 2, 3, maybe 0.7, 1. All those are numerical, and they are called real numbers. Like or to make your life easier, you can always say that numeric data are mostly numbers, of course, but these numbers can run from, it can be a negative number, it can have decimals, and, and so on. Like for easy understanding, before to make your life a bit easier. So, but the question is, how do you know uh, if a number is numeric or not numeric and so on? Like the type of data set that you are dealing with is numeric or is not numeric. So, if for instance, sorry, what have I done? Undo. For instance, let us come up with object called A. Let us come up with an object called A and store a value of -2. Come up with an object called A and store a value of -2. Then run that code. Then if we need to know if this is a numeric, remember, if we say A is equal to, we store negative. Now, when you want to confirm, R recognizes A as -2, like because you have stored a value of 2 in A. So if you need to know if it's numeric, you use the function dot numeric, then we type A, then we run it. So if it returns true in the console window, it means that that is numeric kind of data that you are dealing with. But let us also come up with maybe B, an object called B, and maybe in this object called B, we give it to a name called Caleb. Then I run it. Then when I come is numeric, I type B, it is giving me false because Caleb is not numeric. Caleb is what called character data. That's why it is giving me false. So the importance of this part is that you will need to know, like when you reach a data visualization, exploratory data analysis, um, machine learning, deep learning, and so on, you will be given data that has various kind of data types. So you need to know how you are going to manipulate before analysis. It is part of data preparation, data pre-processing, like you are preparing your data before any kind of further analysis so that you don't get errors and misleading results. That's why it is very important to know also the type of data types that you are dealing with. The second one is what you call character data. So character data, sometimes it is called strings or character strings, whichever. So this one mostly we are talking about qualitative data, such as names of people, names of cities, and so on. So when you are dealing with character data, something that you need to know is that we use single or double. You use single or double. You either use single or double quotes to specify data as character. So you use single or double quotes to specify data as character. So for instance, let us come up with an object called name. Then maybe I pick name of one person. Maybe I pick name to be George. So you see the name George I have enclosed in double quotation. That now informs us that this is character. So when I run my line number 17 of code, then I come to line number 18 and confirm if truly it is a character. I use now is dot character. Is dot character is a function inbuilt in R that just assists you to know if that is a character or not. So is.character name. So if it returns true, then that is a character. Yes, it is a character. So if it returns false, it means that it is not a character. I want to give more examples here. Let us come up with another one. I want to know. Let me come up with C, an object called C. Then this object C, I'm putting it in double quotation. Then I type letter Q. I run it. So when I run C, sorry, when now I want to confirm if C is a character, right? Is.character, then C, let me see, it is giving me true. So I don't know if it is a question before I ask mine. Jesse?
I don't know why mine is bringing error. It's saying error unexpected symbol in his numeric.
Which specific example? The last one that I'm doing, or
both B, Caleb, and name. Let me share so that
okay.
you can see.
A is equal is numeric. So which one is giving you an error? For me, I have seen the mistakes already,
Okay.
but which one has given you an error? Is
Uh,
numeric B. Where are you getting B from? B is Caleb, yes. It is saying an expected symbol in is numeric. Then when we come to the next one, object name not found. So I want someone, because it is also good if I train you on how to troubleshoot errors. I want us to start with line number 5 of code. Who knows what Jesse, the mistake that Jesse has done? Anyone to assist? Yes, Caleb? Yes, Caleb, you can assist us to clarify the mistake he has done.
Sorry, my mic was off. I'm saying code line 5 is not run or
Yes.
executed.
Yes.
I will also want to take a chance to ask a question as you proceed.
Yeah.
Isn't there a smarter way, and by all means, I'm not saying this is not smart, of qualifying the data type than first confirming whether it's a character or numeric? Like you then query the data itself so that the output is either numeric or whichever type of data set it is, instead of then assuming, because by the time I'm querying whether it's a character or numeric or float, then I will have had an assumption. So isn't there a way of then asking the system, tell me what data type this is,
Yeah.
rather than typing the whole sentence?
Yeah. That's in advance. There's a function. We have two functions. One, it is called the glimpse function. What it does, you are having like a very big data frame, very big
Yes.
amount of data. So there's a function called glimpse. Then you put the name of the data set. Then it gives you a summary on the type of data set in each column. And in fact, it assists you also if you are having some kind of missing numbers. It is there, but in advanced level.
Called what? Glimpse, you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay. There was another hand that was up before. Maybe there was another hand that was up. I think it was Benson.
I know I was trying to answer what was happening to this error.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, maybe you can answer the first error. Line number 5, you have to execute line number 5. Jesse, run it. Yes.
Number 6 as well.
Yeah, number 6 as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Then case to Caleb B.
Yeah, there was another error. The one for Caleb. It was saying an expected symbol is numeric.
No, it was saying it's true,
Yes.
but it was written false.
No, there's this one B. The one for B is the one that we have managed to. I saw 2 errors. Is dot numeric B. Yeah, is the one that has none. Where is it? Oh, I think it is the same error, right? Object name not found. Yeah, the one for name is the one that we have got now.
Yeah.
So this one, we had this one for B. B is colored, then it's numeric. So the one for B is okay, right?
Should I run B as well?
It is
The
okay
the
because I see it is already true. Then there was this one called error unexpected symbol.
no, it's
In
supposed to be false for
yes,
B. It's not a numeric.
I think you have mixed up. Maybe before even Benson comes in, it is always good. You see how I have organized my work. Like you have comments, subtopics, or even you leave some kind of after one code you leave some spaces and so on, so that it is easy to troubleshoot and so on. Yes, Benson, you had something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Regarding the Caleb's question on maybe a smarter way of knowing the type of character,
Yes.
I think if we introduce class, I've noticed there is a function called class. Maybe if you say class C or maybe class name, it will return the type of the data type.
Hmm. I think that is in matrices or that you are going, if I'm not wrong.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. As in, like for this case for George here,
Yes.
if we type class into brackets name,
Okay.
so the output will be George is a character.
Or instead of using is.numeric, is.character, and so on.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you
Yes.
for that add-on. So what normal happens, sometimes you can get various ways to tackle a specific issue or a solution in you can have more than one kind of function sometimes. And mostly when you go to what you call packages, you find that maybe, let us say, the ggplot2 package is used for data visualization. It has its own kind of, we call it philosophy, like the structure and the functionalities. Then there's another package called, I think it's called Plotly package. It is used for the same function, but you find out that it has also a different philosophy, like how you are trying to. But I don't know, Caleb, specifically how your question was. Was it related, like when you are dealing with a huge amount of data, like now you have started dealing with the what you call data frames, huge, and you cannot be doing maybe this on, how can I put it, like a single data set at a go, not data set, item. I don't, was that the question, like the how you are questioning?
Um,
Yes.
Not really. I think Benson has answered it.
Okay. Okay.
From um, the the way you presented,
Yes.
I'm getting the understanding. I'm taking already a premise that this could either be a float or a particular data type. I'm just reconfirming whether it is or it is not. Suppose you have a data set that is it's a character set, but it is in numeric form, in the sense that I'm not measuring the 1, 2, 3s as numerals. I'm just measuring them as part of, say, for example, it's part of a name, say column 1.
Yes.
The word column 1 is not really a numeral.
Yes.
A,
Yes.
it's what's it called? It's a character. So
Yes.
in that sense of such particular types of data, on the visual aspect, it can appear like it's a numeral, but so instead of assuming, and for me to verify, I have to do two runs. First, check if it's a numeral or check if it's a character. I was looking for one statement of code that you would run, and then it will tell you what it is.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah. Yeah.
the class here is seems to work well
Yeah. Yeah.
so far.
I think we are going to cover the class in the matrix or
Okay.
vectors, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for that. I think I did not
Okay.
get it well on my side. Okay. I think that is fine, Jesse. Is there any other error?
No, not.
Okay. Maybe I can proceed. There was, yes, Kennedy.
Yeah, mine also has brought error. I don't know if can allow me to share so the team can help me where I got it wrong.
Yes. 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 Just share.
Yeah, so I'm getting error down here
Mm-hmm.
from George. Okay, I started well from the first one, but now when going to Caleb, actually, I gotten false.
Mm-hmm.
Then also George, also I got some false and some error popped up. So maybe I don't know where I didn't got it right.
Okay. For George, I don't think if there is an error. Sorry,
It's
not
just okay.
George. For not George, I think for Caleb,
Caleb,
because
yes. Yeah,
that is not numeric, so it should be
it's a character.
numerical. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
okay.
for the other one, maybe Michael, I don't know if you wanted to assist or you have a question, Mr. Michael. So your hand was up. Yes.
Okay, could it be the issue of the case sensitivity because the initial part, the name N was capital, and his character name N is small letter?
Yes.
Could that be
Yes.
the issue?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Thank you for that. Just a minute, guys.
Yeah.
Just a minute.
Yeah, it has sorted me. Okay.
Okay. Before we went for a break, or before we had other questions, I was trying to demonstrate something in my line number 20 of code. So I came up with an object called C, and I did put the value 2. Then when I use is.character to confirm if it is a character, it gave me true. It gave me an output of true. So maybe Belinda, can you explain or tell us why it is giving us true and not false? Belinda, are you back? Yeah, so why is it that in my line number 20 of code 21, okay, yes, Dennis?
I think it's because of the quotes.
Yeah, thank you. Because of the quotes, what the quotes do, whenever you put the quotes now, I will interpret it as a character. Because in my line number 15, in my comment, I said we use single or double quotes to specify data as a character. That's why that one comes in that format. So there's another thing that is very important for us maybe to know here. Let us come up with something, maybe profession. Let us come with an object called profession. Maybe maybe your profession is a doctor. Sorry, profession is not a function. So profession, we come up with doctor. Then I execute it, run. So maybe if I'm interested to know the number of characters in this word called doctor, there's a function called nchar. Like I come here and say n. This is a function that it counts the number of characters within a certain string or character. So you put it, because it is a function, this is a function, line number 25 is a function. That's why it has an opening parenthesis. So n, number of characters, then profession. Profession, remember, is just an object that it stores this data set called doctor. So whatever we are trying to do, we are counting the number of characters in doctor, which is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that one basically it is used for that purpose. But later we will look at what called factors. Like for instance, if your data is categorical, like you are talking about the gender, name of countries, and so on. Yes, it is character data, but it is categorical in nature. It has categories like gender, name of countries, and so on. We will look into it in what we call that's the objects. But maybe the most important, another type of data set that you need to know is what we call the logical data. I think it is a common question in the essential, like the data science essential exam. I saw it, I think, in the last exam on the logical data. So when you are talking about logical data, you are talking about data values. You are talking about data values which take one, they take one, or they take one, of the two. We have what's called Boolean states. We do have what's called Boolean states. And these states we are talking about either, let me just go to a different line. It is either true or false. And be keen, like you see my true and false are in capital, in caps lock. I'm not typing with the small uh, letters and so on. So what another note that we can say here is that we can say that only uppercase of Boolean states, and already you have defined what the Boolean states means. I can say that only the uppercase of the Boolean states are used. Like if you use the lowercase and so on, what R will do, like it will treat it as an object, which is not the case. So if we come up with maybe an object called D and type false, sorry, false, everything is caps lock, can it? Then we use the function is.logical. Then on D, it is supposed to give us true. It's giving us true because this is a logical type of data type. So another thing about this, you see, false is like character, but we haven't enclosed it in double quotation. And since we haven't enclosed it in double quotation and we have used the caps lock, R recognizes it. This Boolean states R recognizes it and it knows that this is logical. That's why the first thing you see, it does not have double quotation. So in case you put a double quotation, then the state changes from a character from a logical data to a character. But also another note maybe that we can say that is very important is that we can use the abbreviations T and F. It is also important to know this T and F for true and false. For true and false. So again here we are using capital. So maybe we can come with an object called G and give it as true as T. Then we run. Then if we say is.logical, just to test if it is a logical kind of data type, then we type G, it will give us true because R recognizes it. But another thing that you have to note, another note is that, yes, we have seen that you can use the abbreviation T and G, but you should note that T and F, not G, other T and F are not reserved in R, are not reserved in R. What this means is that you can treat them as objects, like you can treat them as objects. And I want to give an example. An example, let us come up with an object called maybe F. We assign a value of 20, right? Then run that line of code. Then if we come and say is dot logical, then we type that F, it will give us a false because it is not a logical type of data type. So yes, we have seen that you can use T and F to represent true and false, but they are not reserved in R, meaning that you can treat them as objects, like you can store some kind of data types in those objects. So those are the most important, like the most common type of data types that are very important, and you will be coming across them as you proceed with this course and so on. So it is very important to also know how to differentiate between the various kind of data types in your data. And as I said, there's something we call exploratory data analysis. So it is very important to know. Yes, Belinda.
Hello. I have only one question. So I've tried out actually using I would say F to reassign F as false, and then trying to see if it's logical, and it's still saying it's saying it's false. It's not true.
Like,
You see here how you assigned F as 20. So I would say you just do F and then you do F. Yes, false. You run. That's okay. Then you ask if it's logical. I think maybe because I did F at this. I used F instead of false. I didn't write the full F. Maybe that's why.
like, or use F as, like, instead of writing false, use F. This one.
Yes.
But it is still giving us true. And
I don't know why mine is not working. Anyway, let me check.
Okay, just check. Check also like if it is uppercase or lowercase.
I think everything is okay, but I don't know why mine is still saying it's false.
Are you in a position to share your
Maybe
screen? Yes?
Yeah, I can share my screen.
Yes, yeah, just share. And in case we have anyone else who is facing the same. So
Line number. Sorry, it's line number, I think 48 for me.
So run first of all number 47. Start from line number 47. Then run line number 14. Okay, maybe a different person, just keep on sharing. Anyone else who can try that and we compare our try and compare our output. Can someone also try? Anyone who has tried so that we can try to compare our yes. Okay.
If I set F to F and call each logical F, I get through. That helps. I set it to false, I also get through. So I'm not sure why I'm getting a different result.
Sorry, before that,
Oh wait, I see something. In her environment, you can see F is set to 20 and not to false.
yeah. It has not changed. Like the one for Belinda in the environment, your F is 20.
Okay, let me see if I can change that. Thank you.
Just try before that, try to execute once more line number 47. Run it. So F is now false. Then run line number 48.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, try now the way we had done it. F instead, I don't know, there was a way it was. Come up with F, yes, then F. Just type F, capital, then, but execute first of all line number 50.
Yeah, I just did the contra enter.
Yes, then execute. Yeah, it is true. And Dennis on your side.
Maybe I can stop sharing
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that
you can stop. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dennis, are you in a position to share? Yes, Dennis, you say that you are still also getting the same error.
It seems to be okay now.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Hein, for that observation. So maybe I think for today, I just want us to end on data types, because on the basics I see by Tuesday next week we will be done, and once we are done, we have to take a few days before you start your statistics unit. The statistics unit is supposed to start on next. It will start on probably 18th. I think that not 18th, 19th. 19th, yeah. So we are on course, but just use this time just to try and go through the notes slowly to understand the basics. And also, in case you haven't done the CAT, tomorrow I want to share the results for the CAT. Though in case you haven't finished the CAT for the essentials unit, you can just inbox me. Yeah, I think that is it. Maybe I can give you room for questions. Yes, Michael and Belinda. Michael first, then Belinda.
But an issue I've been facing, I've faced it